Okay, it's Wednesday, second week in March, and been hiking here on the Foothills Trail for about a half hour. Yesterday was quite wet. Stayed in a cabin at Oconee State Park. Highly recommend it. If you decide to come down, come over, drive a long way to do the Foothills Trail, and your weather window gets pushed back a day, you should seriously consider getting a cabin at Oconee if you're hiking from Oconee to Table Rock like I am. Absolutely wonderful people there. Truly the best southern hospitality. But today, temperature's about 40 degrees. Supposed to have a mostly sunny day. The sun's behind a cloud right now. But we're started. Probably only have about 75.8 miles to go. Don't know if you can see it, but it is snowing. Just a little bit. And it won't last, I'm sure. Skies are mixed. But first hour in the foothill trails and we're getting snowed on. The adventure continues. Been hiking about 2 hours now. Just came across that little waterfall. This is the first. Been cloudy much more than I expected. Still snowing every once in a while. So, work open. Starting to think that I just need to accept the fact that my focus is on doing miles. Just not much of a tourist sort of guy. Okay, that's where I came from. Came across this sign about 7 miles in. The trail goes up there. The trail has been very nice, and you know, as advertised. Very reminiscent of the North Country Trail up by Manistee, Michigan. A lot of up and down. There was an 800-foot stealth climb in there. I say it was a stealth climb because when you look at it on the map, it didn't look like much until you realize that there was a dip before you started going up, and all things told, it was 800 feet. And you get your blood pumping. It has been a very windy day, but the sun has finally come out. The snow stopped. Never did snow much, just a few flakes here and there. But, you know, just enough to get your attention, especially after your weather forecast had been wrong the day before. And if they were wrong once, they could be wrong again. So, good day so far. Moving slowly, as expected. Got heavy pack yet, and looking for either 10.9 or 13.9 today. Get to a campsite. Not real sure just yet. Going to see how it goes. 10.9 is going to be coming up fairly soon. But I'm definitely glad that I did not try to do this yesterday in the rain. This would have been miserable with wet boots, and the rest of the hike would have been just dealing with wet boots. So very glad that I stayed at Oconee State Park. And I want to give a shout out before I forget to my shuttle driver, Jim. And he's listed on the foothillstrail.org website. Awesome guy. I often say meets or exceeds expectations, but in Jim's case, it's 100% exceeds expectations. Great guy. Initiative is the name of the game with Jim. As well as punctuality, and just really nice guy. So Jim, thank you much. Appreciate all your help, and let's get on with it. This is Nicholson Road access, I think, and that would be Nicholson Road, and I have less than 70 miles to go. Just crossed a bridge right back over there, over a clear running stream. One of the things I'd worried about was, with all the rain yesterday, if the streams would be silty and clog up my water filter, and the answer to that is no. But I'm very close to Lick Log Falls, Pigpen Falls, and found this campsite. But this definitely seems to be one of the larger ones. Trail going off into the bushes right there. Alright, so that campsite is right back there. And then came up, and then here's a bridge. You see what we got. You can see that water is very clear. But this is the direction that the sound is coming from. Just about 20 yards farther up the trail. Come across this nice cascade. Okay, just came down from up there. Saw this open spot. Sign on the right says Chat Foothills North Trail. The sign here on the left, Chat South, which I take to be the Chattooga Trail. And come right over here, and there is a sign right down there that says Lick Log Falls. And there's also a no camping sign on the tree, so I'm gonna head down there and see what it looks like. Okay, just came down from there. Saw this lovely new looking sign, National Recreation Trail. And then this older sign that indicates that we've got 8.1 to go to Burrells Ford. I'm not planning to go that far. I'm going to stop another 5 miles. And then another old sign saying that I've come 8.9 miles from Oconee Park. And it is 12:49. There was no camping at the Lick Log Falls. That was posted, but somebody's definitely camped down here. Lots of space. .9 miles from Oconee. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hiking along, doing the forest thing, and hearing rushing water. I don't know if you can see that or not. Trying to figure out where I'm going to camp tonight. I ought to be coming close to what I thought was going to be my campsite. It's just a large open campsite, mile 10.9. But I'm thinking I can do more. It's only 2 o'clock, so probably want to push the envelope a bit. What's got me stopped is thinking about tomorrow, so don't want to get into trouble with my joints or anything, but I'm feeling good. Had a Cliff Bar a little while ago. Need to top up on water though, so I'm looking forward to getting on down the trail, and I do mean down, to snag some water. So that's the river roaring away down there, but I needed water. And I chose to filter water from this little stream right here. Clear mountain stream. So last night, about 5:15 or so, came down the trail there. There's the river, Chattooga River, and this is the very first campsite that you come across at Burrell Ford Campground. And it was windy and cold, and the wind was blowing from this direction. So I set up my tent back here, tucked away out of the wind behind this big log, and that was quite well, worked out quite well. Slept quite comfortably. Don't know whether I'm going to do 10 point something miles today or 15 point something miles today. Yesterday was a bit much, but I feel good, so let's see what happens. Okay, morning of day 2. Left Burrells Ford Campground about 4/10 of a mile ago, and just topped off on water for another clear running mountain stream. Boy Scouts have put a cistern in for drier parts of the year. Burrells Ford Campground does appear to be closed, but there is a vault toilet at the parking lot. That's where we came from. And this is where we're going. Steady climb to start the day. Pushing on for Sloan Bridge and trying to make some miles. The weather turns south on Saturday night. Sunday, rain and chance of snow in the evening. So I'm really pushing now to see if I can turn this into a 4-night trip. Got a call to my wife, let her know I was okay, doing well. So Sloan Bridge and then Laurel Fork, something or other, maybe for a campsite tonight. We'll see. All right, coming down from up there, and there's the view downstream. And here's the view upstream. This is not helping me get to Sloan Bridge in time. Just got my first view of Lake Jocassee. At least I think that's Lake Jocassee. So we're a little ways on, and Lake Jocassee still, and the benches. Seen these benches in a number of videos. Got to try one out. Very nice. Got to put in some miles though, that way. So we're coming along from back there. Here are another couple of benches, and here is the best view of the whole trip so far. The steel bridge. And this would be Whitewater Falls. Yep, another bridge, very close to the last one. Okay, the trail is up there, just a couple 100 feet, and down there is more camping space. But I camped here last night. Ground looked more level when I was tired. It was a good spot. Got morning sunshine. Got cold though. One temperature reading said 22 degrees, another said 29. So I'm heading down there to the water source. Girl Scouts put a sump in. I'm going to fill up with one bottle. Looking to do 16.4 today, Toxaway Creek. If we can do that, we'll be in pretty good shape, but legs aren't quite as fresh as I'd like. We'll see. Okay, been hiking for a little over a half hour so far this morning, and I'm on what they call an old road bed. I love old road beds. This is some nice hiking through here. Looking to do the 16.4 today. The guidebook says 9 hours, and it's strenuous. And I hope it's wrong. Yeah. Little mountain stream here. It said the trails that I was doing the first 2 days were mostly easy to moderate, with only one 6-hour stretch of strenuous. The 9 hours the guidebook says the 16.4 miles should take today are strenuous. I sure hope not. If I can get to Toxaway Creek doing 16.4, then I think I've got just a 17 something to do tomorrow to set me up for a short hike to Table Rock on Sunday. And it is supposed to start raining Saturday night. Chance of showers Saturday morning. So 8 miles in for the day. Sign up there says Bear Gap in 2.4 miles. Came down this way. Time for a pack off break here at the Horse Pasture River with its big wooden bridge and its multitudinous steps going up on the far side. Another 8.4 to go. People sure are industrious. This is out in the middle of nowhere as far as I can tell. 33.8 miles to go. It's now 4:47 and I got probably another mile to go. But here is a good view, for me anyway, of Lake Jocassee. Somewhere over there on the far shore is camp for the night. But first, gotta go down here. Okay, just finished a couple of short, sharp climbs. And now I got super steep stairs heading down, and then the longest suspension bridge on the Foothills Trail over the Toxaway River. 5:05. This thing is bouncy. Okay, came over that bridge over Toxaway Creek and entered this new campsite. Campground. It has picnic tables and tent pads, but if it rains, that's going to be a mud bath. So here's hoping there's no rain tonight. There doesn't seem to be anything else here except for the fire rings, the tent sites, tent pads, and the picnic tables. But I'm very happy to have the picnic table. Camper down there. So, night number 3. Okay, came from back up there Heartbreak Ridge. The heartbreak is that it keeps coming at you. When you think you've finished it, then there's even more. But now, Rock Creek. Flowing out to Lake Jocassee. Trail turns left here, heads uphill. So this might be last views of Lake Jocassee from down here anyway. And that was the trail to get here. So, I'm leaving Gorgeous State Park, North Carolina, and possibly North Carolina. I have to check later and see if it's both. Trail is going up again. Big time. It was expected. 1 hour and 55 minutes to do 5.2 miles. Okay, trail comes from that way. Been climbing steadily up from Laurel Fork Boat Access. And I think this is Laurel Fork Falls. Pretty impressive. We're up this way. Virginia Hawkins Falls. It's getting dark quick, so I don't know how well this is going to come out, but here's the campsite, 1.3 miles away from the Laurel Fork access. Nice little plateau out here on the side of a mountain. And let me tell you, it was a hell of a climb getting up here. And I've got another significant climb to do tomorrow, very steep. You know, I don't mind the gradual climbs, but the steep ones are really hard. 13.2 miles to go to finish off. And it's supposed to start raining tonight, hopefully light rain, and then we'll be done. This is the view on day 5. It's raining a little bit. Had to pack up the main camera. Don't want to get it wet. And the iPhone lives in my shirt pocket, so it is much more accessible. On the way to Sassafras Mountain. Highest point on the trail. That might be it up there, I'm not sure. But it's raining. It's day 5. I'm doing well. Looking forward to finishing my first through hike. Anyone that's thinking about doing the AT definitely ought to do the Foothills Trail first. Probably save a lot of people from getting out on the AT and creating a crowd and then deciding, no, it's not for them. All right, onward. There's the trail leading on up to the top of Sassafras, which may be over there somewhere. Still not sure. We came across this boulder field at a turn in the trail. This is what the view's looking like this morning. trail's down there, came from down there. 100. And then this happened. At least the Foothill Trail also has a bit of green tunnel. Would have felt remiss if I had not walked through some green tunnel. And this is not the first part, but I'm running out of trail. 8.6 miles to go. Don't know if I'll get more. Very nice. We're coming from over there. Still cloudy and misty. Got a little less than 6 miles to go. Big rock face. Interesting. Trail goes on down that way. So here's that famous place where there's a cable that keeps you from falling to your fate out of sight to the right. I tell you, the people that maintain this trail just go above and beyond, because it is a high maintenance trail, make no mistake about it, but they do an excellent job. There's some big rocks. Well, Bald Knob. Awesome views here. But not today. Oh well. Nice rock outcropping. Onwards. So yes, this sign marks 3 miles to go over that way. Bit of a creek flowing down here. Not sure, it might be Carrot Creek. There was a smooth rock face just after Bald Knob. I did slip and fall, but I seem to be uninjured, so that's good. Going that way, less than 3.5 to go. Okay, coming down from Sassafras Mountain has been treacherous. I've slipped and fallen 3 times. Can't really fault trail maintenance, but on the other side of that is a rock jumble that the easy path is currently blocked by a waterfall. And here you can see this tree has uprooted right at a key spot here by the rocks. And of course it's been raining, so everything is slippery. Tremendous amount of erosion coming down from Pinnacle. 2.5 miles to go this way. Starting 4 miles back up Pinnacle Mountain, which you climb after Sassafras. They have mile markers counting down every half mile. 1 mile to go. Okay, just past the 1 mile marker. The trip down from Pinnacle Mountain was unpleasant about half the time at least. Very bad erosion. Don't know what they could do about it. The amount of trail maintenance that's out here is just phenomenal. But the amount of trail maintenance that it needs, because of all the rain and the fires, is even more phenomenal. I mean, kudos to the people that keep this thing up. Lots of interesting things to see. But also lots of places that are just cut up, blow down after cut up, blow down after cut up, blow down. Number of spectacular waterfalls, streams, cascades, mountain scenery that you can't get unless you walk out here and see it. But at the same time, there's lots of places that are less than desirable. I thought the Laurel Valley, whatever the name of that is, would be this beautiful place. It looked like a bomb had gone off in there. Massive numbers of downed trees, massive numbers of cut up blowdowns for just the miles that was that place. And right beside you is a gorgeous little creek. So mixed. You know, the good spots are really good. The bad spots are unpleasant. Had a couple of treacherous spots back up here coming down from Pinnacle. Talked about one where I slipped and fell. But a lot of that could be due to the fact that it rained today. And everything was slippery because of the rain. But then, as somebody told me, this is a temperate rainforest. The vehicle is less than 2/10 of a mile down this paved path. And then you come across this. This proves that you don't always have to go backpacking to get out and enjoy some natural beauty. Benches, seating, less than 5 minutes from your vehicle.